Hey guys, it is Michelle again, and I'm here to share with you my latest album. As you can probably tell, it is a wedding album, and I'm really excited about this. I'm so happy about how it came out. The paper I used, I found it online called the Paper Rose, and it's Wedding Blooms. And I was surprised. The paper itself is like really hard magazine paper. It's got a real slick finish to it. And I've never heard of this company before, but their papers were just absolutely beautiful. And I used almost a whole pack. I did get the textures. I did get a pack of the textures, but I ended up, I think, only using like one of these. And then it had this here, which is another one of this that I just cut out and put on the front. And I made me a little wedding dress. I went to Joann's, which I'm really bummed that they're closing all their stores. The closest one to me is almost an hour away. But every once in a while, I'd make a weekend of it and go and get fabric. So I went and I found this beautiful fabric here. I'm trying to find. It's got like a sequence and little flower details in it. And I used it with just regular tulle for the skirt. I cut it in like 2-inch strips and pleated it, ran it through my sewing machine and put pleats in it, and then layered it on the dress. The body, the form itself, or the mannequin, I guess, I did a 3D print on that, and then I made the under part of the dress, which is this another fabric that I got. I don't know if it's going to show up, the design on it. That's for this part, and then a ribbon. And then I took and made like a little veil on the top. I don't know if y'all can see how it's setting up on the top there and kind of goes through the back. And then I put some flowers on it. And on the top we have a little clay piece. I used this Delight Air modeling compound that I found from Michaels, and I absolutely loved it. I tried like 4 or 5 different clays. I tried even stuff from the hardware store, but this stuff is so light, and it even worked in, you know how you get the fondant molds that are like really thin? This stuff worked perfect for it. So if you want to start doing molds or just want to do something new, get this Delight Air modeling compound. I actually found it too on Michaels. I'm sorry, at Amazon. Alright, so each page has one of these little doodaddy-doos, but we'll get to that in a second. Let me just show you the flowers and then a little bit more of the dress. And there's from the top. On the side, I did some diamond stitch kind of pattern for it. My desk is too close. Hold on. Oh, duh. The camera goes with the desk. Sorry. I was trying to lower it. Okay. Anyway, that's the sides. And then the back, we have a little homemade sticker. And then it has a fabric closure, which I also did some of the detail, diamond stitch details. All right. This paper collection also came, or I purchased separately, the little cutouts. I don't know if this is going to show up on camera. It has like some raised glossy, there it is, maybe we can see it there. Some raised glossy textures to it, which I just loved. Maybe if you could see it on the little wine bottle. There's just, I really love this paper. So I'm going to try and find more of their designs and use more of it, which is really cool. So you can see it here. Oh, get off there. You can see it here in the little cupcake and then the cakes. Let me see if I can come in a little bit. And then I had this piece here that I purchased, and oh, sorry, let me find a, it's open on the side here to where you could slide a picture in. And then, like I said, each page has this little detail on the top. And then for our next page, I guess it's not really going to work being that close. I'll just bring it up. So we have more of the ephemera, and you could slide a photo up in here, and then another little molding detail with some flowers, and then some little mold details on the corner. And then I took some tulle and then I made a pocket with it. And then I have at the bottom a little molded detail there. And then one little cut aparts you can put underneath. I need a scrap sheet of paper. Alright, so you could put a photo under here, and then you could slide it, a photo in there. And then this comes out. The paper I use, I don't know if it's going to cardstock anyway. It's like a pearl cardstock. It's probably not going to come up in the film, but that's what I white pearl cardstock for all of the photo mats. And then I don't know too if it shows up, but on these pieces here, if you can see, I used the Wink of Stella is what it's called. It's like a little glitter pen, and then the top pieces here, I don't know if it's going to come out, I used a pearl blue, so it has a slight blue tint to it to match with the cardstock. Alright, so our next page, let's put this little guy back in real quick. Alright, so our next page we have a little tiny wedding dress I made with just some ribbon I had and some more ribbon at the top. This one is small. This is 2.5 inches. So it's real tiny. And then I added some flowers. And then the balloons there are one of those ephemera pieces with the little shimmer shine to it. And then I made the, got a little fuzz on there, out of fabric, a pocket with a little another piece here, and then some flowers, and then this is cut out. You can see on his jacket and then in the hair how it has that glow to it. So this one has a tie to it, and you can take and slide a photo in here. I like that high heel. That one was cute. You can slide our photo in here, and then we have room for more pictures behind it. Something there. And then the next page is for the groom. And it also has the tiniest little suit I will ever make. Again, the mannequin form's like 2¼ inches. And then I have a couple of molded pieces here with the little Wink of Stella on it, if y'all can see the glitter. And then from the ephemera pictures, the wedding rings. And then inside of his, I have a couple of wine glasses. Then we have some flowers and the gifts. And his shows the same. You can slide a picture underneath behind here. And then we have photo mats for plenty of pictures. Oops. Try that again real quick. Okay. So for our next pages, we have a waterfall. And it is decorated with some more of the cutouts here. It's just completely glued down. You can just put a photo right over the top of it or above it or what have you. And then we have some little trim and some more of the cutouts, and then another little molded piece with the little glitter from the Wink of Stella. And then also on the corners. And then each page I went through and put one of the cutouts or the ephemera pages for each one of them. And you can slide a card behind it. It's not taking up the whole space. And then put one under here. Alright, in this page we have another one of the molded pieces, the corset with the little glitter on it, and then some of the flowers have glitter on it. And then I have a couple of little flowers here, and then you could put a photo tucked behind here. And then with this we just have more of the cutouts and room for more pictures. And I had fun with my die cuts on this one. Made a little design on each one of the pages. Alright, on this one I have another little molded piece with an opening in the center. Put the picture cut out from a flower. You can put a photo underneath it, and then it just flaps down. And for photos here, and then a couple of pieces if you want to put some like oval shaped photos. And then in the corner I have the pictures. And then my last page, we have another wedding dress. This is the one I actually made that I was going to put on the front, but I got the idea to try and make something a little bit more difficult, of course, and it turned out prettier. So I made this page specifically for this little dress. And then we have some molded pieces and on top of it. And I used the trim, I don't have it out, but this was just some trim that I found at Hobby Lobby. And this is actually a row of trim, also from Hobby Lobby, that I just layered up. And these are like a little screen. You're in the dressing room, you're getting ready. And I made all of this out of chipboard. And I even put some like little hinges where your screens supposedly fold. And then I put on top a couple of little molding pieces. And then we have some flowers there on the bottom. This one's more of like a champagne kind of colored dress than the white colored dress. And that is my newest album. I had a really good time making this one. It just seemed everything worked out smoothly, which is, y'all know, y'all know as crafters, that doesn't happen very often. And I'm just really excited about it, and I hope that y'all enjoy it also. So leave me a comment, any questions that y'all might have. And of course, subscribe and hit the bell for my next album. Bye.